can be very effective drones. They're intended to be fired in groups, in swarms. And their launching platform has 5 rockets on them. They're rocket assisted. They fly to their target. They have 1,500 miles of range. So that means that they can launch these things conceivably from Moscow all the way into anywhere in Ukraine. They carry an 88-pound warhead, which is enough to maybe not take out a bridge, but cause some pretty significant damage. I mean, you don't want flying one in your apartment window in the morning, that's for sure. But these things are effective. We saw that the Ukrainians were able to knock out 85%, but again, they're being deployed in swarms, so a few are going to get through, and those that get through are intended to terrorize the Ukrainian people. They're trying to take out infrastructure. They're trying to knock out energy assets prior to the winter to make life more miserable for the Ukrainians. But look, spoiler alert to Mr. Putin, it's not going to work.
So, General, when a U.S. official says that the administration will consider the use of these drones when deciding future support for the Ukrainians, what do they need to counter these kamikaze drones?
They need more air defense artillery systems. I mean, right now they have the S-300 they got from Slovakia, and they've got these NASAM systems, these joint Norwegian-U.S. air defense systems, 2 of which are inbound in the next 2 months. Another 6, for a total 8, are going to come in over the coming months. But the problem with this is it's a medium-range system, okay? The problem with UAVs is they're low range. So what they need is they need some low-range capability. And I submit to you that we need to look, the United States, at providing the CRAM system. That's the CRAM, counter, rocket, artillery, and mortar. These are incredibly
Indirect fire from mortars, missiles, and artillery shells is a very serious concern for armed forces in a battle. But thanks to point defense systems like the CRAM, indirect fire of this nature may have met its match. The CRAM, standing for Counter Rocket Artillery and Mortar, is a land-based phalanx weapon system with the capability of integration with other protection sensors and systems. The system is designed and manufactured by the American company Raytheon. Phalanx is a rapid-fire, computer-controlled radar and 20mm gun system that automatically acquires, tracks, and destroys enemy threats that have penetrated all of, and incorporated a 20mm M61 Vulcan Gatling gun autocannon used since 1959. Its land-based configuration, the Land-Based Phalanx Weapon System, LPWS system, is mounted on a wheeled platform in order to provide enhanced stability on site and mobility for repositioning and deployment. The Centurion CRAM can, for example, be mounted on a trailer, or which mounts the system on a hybrid electric heavy expanded mobility tactical truck. The first battle-ready CRAM system was deployed to Iraq in 2010 in order to protect the Green Zone, an area in Baghdad used as an American embassy. Trials of this system showed that it was capable of knocking out 70 to 80% of rockets and mortar shells fired within its area of control. The CRAM system has successfully intercepted hundreds of rockets and mortar shells fired at the Green Zone, thereby proving the system's capability as a defensive system.
They can be established. Now, the problem there, of course, is they'd be operated by probably American contractors. Right now, there's a prohibition against that. I submit to you that this is a bridge we need to cross. We need to get American contractors on the ground to operate systems like this. Also, to help repair all the systems we've given them in the past that they're breaking, the 777s, the HIMARS, the systems that we've given them that are operating with devastating effect against the Russians, but they're not able to maintain them. And if we really want to help the Ukrainians push the Russians all the way out of their held territory, to include Crimea, we're going to have to surge logistics capabilities and get U.S. contractors on the ground, not only providing air defense expertise and operations, but also to provide logistics support.